So basically, thermodynamics is a branch of science. I don't know about my handwriting. That deals with energy. So in this whole course, we will revolve around this term energy. And our focus is to seek the conservation of energy, the quality of energy in qualitative manner, in quantitative manner, and also. So basically, we will be dealing with energy in this whole particular thermodynamics course. We will revolve around this keyword. So everything boils down to the conservation of energy and the direction of energy where it flows. So there are different forms of energy. We'll talk about in details what forms of energy, but two major forms that we have is heat and work. Because the whole idea of this course is to take some advantageous work out of some form of energy. Okay, that is the whole idea of this course. We'll be sticking with this idea that we extract the useful work out of some system. Okay, and what is system we will talk about in detail later. So since this is an introductory class, so just bear with me. There will be few keywords that you will come across first time. So just bear with me, just take a note of it, and you will get to know, and you will familiarize yourself in the due course. Okay. So the next thing, the biggest buzzword here is energy. So energy is what? Can somebody tell, because you guys might have gone across this word so many times, quickly?
Sir, the ability to do or perform any work is called as energy.
Okay. Okay, so what this, definitely, thank you. So energy is a thing that causes any change, or that is responsible to cause any change. That change can be referred to, this is a bit open-ended keyword, change, but we'll see anything that changes it is due to some sort of energy, and it has the ability. Okay, and the unit for energy is generally in SI units, we joules or kilojoules, we take in this manner. Okay. So before moving into the details of systems, surrounding path processes and everything, so let's talk about slight history about it, because we can appreciate it in a better manner. Because this thermodynamics, it's not new. People have known since 1697, 1700 centuries also. So the first successful steam engine in England was devised by Thomas Savery in 1697. Although they were not may not be familiarized with the thermodynamics keyword, but they have devised this engines out of some thermodynamic principle. But they might be not knowing. It might be because of the thermodynamic principles that are governing there. So the first and second laws came in somewhere in 1850s. See, it's been 200 years, right? Uh, Primarily out of work of Rankine and Clausius and Kelvin. So these three guys are, I mean, we should thank these guys. Because of this, we are sitting in a cool environment. You are using your AC, you are sipping your cold drinks, you are moving through your automobiles, you have planes, you have comfort. So all these things came because of these guys. These guys have coined this thermodynamics chapter, right? So the term thermodynamics was first used by Lord Kelvin in 49. So just to give respect to these guys, I just kept this slide just to appreciate that it's not new. It's been since 200 years, 250 years, long back. Some applications we have already talked about. You might be sitting in your air conditioning systems with very comfort. So these air conditioning systems works on thermodynamic principles. Your airplane engines, in which some turbines and compressors are there. Your human body is also works on some thermodynamic laws. So essentially, if you eat something, your metabolism takes in the form of energy, and then you are able to do some mechanical work out of it. So human body is also some sort of thermodynamic system. Car radiators, which used to cool down your engines, so that also works on thermodynamic principles. The power plants. So right now you all have electricity in your homes, right? So basically, how does this electric is generated? So any idea? Any can somebody comment if you guys know? Anyone?
Sir, through the steam generated from burning fuels like
boiler,
Thank you.
coal.
boilers,
कोयला जलाते हैं, फिर उससे क्या होता है?
टरबाइन घूमता है, वो स्टीम से टरबाइन
कोयला
घूमता
जलाने
है.
से कैसे घूमेगा? ठीक है,
Steam
we'll talk.
कोयला, सॉरी सर, कोयला से
हाँ.
पानी, we will burn water,
Thank
we'll
you.
heat water.
हाँ, हम लोग
Through that
steam
we'll
generate
get
करते हैं,
steam.
and then steam का हम लोग use करते हैं
Yes.
turbine move करने के लिए, right? Definitely. And then turbine will be connected to some sort of generator that will generate the electricity. Very nice. So few of you are aware that it's very essential part, essential to know these thermodynamic processes. Unless and until we know these things, we will not be able to understand how the electricity generates. And it also these thermal courses are also very much into the into the what you can say, it has great employability. You can, if you know thermodynamics very well, you may be employed in some power plants or some aircraft engine manufacturing unit, or some AC manufacturing units. So these things keep in mind. So it's not only the basic course, it will give you employability also in some sense. Okay. In the next thing, I want to talk about several forms of energy. So essentially, I will talk in very detailed manner in subsequent lectures, but since this is an introductory class, so I want to give you an overview of what all keywords that you may come across during this whole thermodynamics course, right? So there are several forms of energy that you may come across. So first form is the heat. So heat is nothing but heat is a form of energy that is associated with the change in temperature. If at all there is a change in temperature from one place to another place, the heat will flow. Let's suppose this body, or you will have some flowing fluid, it is having higher temperature, and this environment is at, let's suppose, 25 degrees C. The heat will flow from higher temperature body to lower temperature body. So basically, since there is a difference in temperature, delta T, that causes heat to flow. Keep in mind. So heat is not like a fluid quantity. It's some quantity. It's a form of energy, you can say, which can cause some change, and this acts only when there is a temperature difference is there. Okay. Next thing is the work. Work may be of several forms. There may be some sort of mechanical work, piston work, shaft work, electrical works. Okay, so the definition of work would be it is associated with, sorry, it is associated with some sort of force acting acting in some distance, acting in distance. It means, let's suppose your piston is moving. Let's suppose you have a piston cylinder arrangement. You have a vessel. You have some gas or fluid in it, and some piston is inside in it. Okay, this kind of arrangements you might have seen in your 12th also. So if I push this piston, okay, it delivers some sort of work on this gas. Okay, so this is by the virtue of some force acting with in some displacement s. Okay, so all these things we will keep. I will also keep things in details in the subsequent lectures. Okay. Next form of energy is mass. Mass itself is energy. Okay, so if you have a flowing, let's suppose you have a turbine or you have a compressor, and if the fluid is flowing through this compressor or turbine, this fluid mass also contains some sort of energy. Mass itself is some form of energy. So if mass is moving through the system, the energy interaction is there, we can say. So all these forms are some form of energy interaction is there, we can say that. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is the classical versus the statistical thermodynamics. So in this whole course, we are going to focus on classical thermodynamics only. We are not going to deal with statistical thermodynamics in this particular BTech course. So let me first tell you what classical thermodynamics and what statistical thermodynamics is all about. So classical thermodynamics is what we are looking at the macro scale. So we are not going to deal particles at molecular level, not deal with particles. Obviously, those gases are composed of molecules, atoms. So we are not going to pinpoint each particles or molecules to see what's happening, what's the behavior. So अगर वो करने गए तो हमारा सारा टाइम उसमें ही चला जाएगा. So मुझे क्या करना है? We will just look into the macro scale behavior of the fluid system or of whatever the system you consider. Oh, what is system? I will talk about in the very next slide. So we will not be dealing with the individual particles, right? But here in statistical thermodynamics, we are going to analyze the system with, let's suppose I can take some handful amount of particles, and then I will average out some properties like temperature and pressure and all those momentums, and then we analyze the system statistically in a statistical way. Okay, average sense में क्या हो रहा है वो वहां पे देख के हम कर रहे हैं, but it's not, we are not going to deal with this. Okay, so we are going to deal things in macro scale as a whole. पिस्टन सिलेंडर सिस्टम में क्या हो रहा है वो मुझे जानना है, ना कि हम पार्टिकल बाय पार्टिकल ट्रैक करेंगे क्या हो रहा है. सो दिस होल कोर्स इज ऑल अबाउट क्लासिकल थर्मोडायनेमिक्स. ओके, so far any doubt?
No sir.
Okay, ठीक है.
No, sir.
Okay, so the next thing,
Sir.
next buzz thing you might have already studied. There are several laws that are there in thermodynamics, the first law is basically the conservation of energy. So energy is neither created nor destroyed. So the overall energy is conserved. Conserved in quantitative sense. Quantity. So we look. This is the I am emphasizing this word quantity. So basically we look for, let's suppose I have a system, or let's take this cup only, or maybe this falling stone. Let's suppose I have a stone at some height. It is about to fall. It has some potential energy because of height, let's suppose 10 joules, and it has some kinetic energy. But since this is right now on the top of the hill, so it has zero kinetic energy right now. But when it starts falling and when it comes near to the ground, what happens? Potential energy decreases because the height changes. So let's suppose the potential energy comes out to be 7 joules. Then kinetic energy should be 3 joules. This particular mass should possess kinetic energy of 3 joules, because I know that overall energy should be conserved in quantitative manner. Okay, my quantity should be conserved. And but this first law has some drawbacks. People have seen that this is not always true. Why? Then because in some sense, the quantity will not always dictate your happeningness. Okay, so what's happening here? Let's suppose here, let's take a hot coffee at 70 degrees C and cool environment at 20 degrees C. Sorry. So heat is going to flow from a higher temperature to lower temperature. Okay, so why not heat has flown from here to here? So I will tell here that 10 joules of energy or heat has been transferred from 70 degrees C hot coffee from hot coffee to cool environment, and that energy was 10 joules. But somebody may tell, sir, ऐसा भी तो हो सकता है 20 डिग्री सी इन्वायरमेंट से 10 जूल ऑफ एनर्जी इधर भी तो आ सकता है, और तब भी मेरा फर्स्ट लॉ ऑफ थर्मोडायनेमिक्स वैलिड होगा. बट ऐसा होता नहीं है एनवायरमेंट में. ओके, so then second law comes into picture, and then it tells that energy is a quantity. Energy is not comprised of only quantity but quality also. Okay, so this is a very powerful keyword, quality also. Why quality here? The quality of energy that this hot coffee constitute is told to be of high grade energy, or you can say or useful energy. Sorry, useful और high grade energy. Okay, इसका मतलब ये है कि यहाँ पे जो एनर्जी कॉफी के अंदर है और इसके पास जो एनर्जी है, सॉरी, कॉफी में जो एनर्जी है वो यूजफुल एनर्जी है मेरी, और जो एनवायरनमेंट में एनर्जी है वो लो ग्रेड एनर्जी है या फिर अनयूजफुल एनर्जी है. सो द प्रोसेस विल हैपन फ्रॉम यूजफुल साइड टू unuseful side, and this is the tendency of the universe. Everything is going from one direction to another direction, in the sense of energy is going to degrade in some sense. Okay, that is the problem with this universe also. Okay, that increases the entropy. So we'll talk about this in further bit detail in the next chapters, but for the time being, you should know that second law dictates that not only quantity but quality also should be should matter for the process to happen. Okay, so any doubt here? Huh? Attendance. Okay, you take. Oh, I can take. Okay. Any doubt so far, guys?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, thank you. आप लोग सुन तो रहे ना, सो तो नहीं गए ना?
No,
नहीं
sir.
सर, जाग
Yes, sir.
No,
रहे।
sir.
ठीक है. Is it engaging so far?
चाय पी रहे।
Okay. Are you guys getting interest? That is my point. मतलब interest
Yes,
रहना
sir.
चाहिए. हाँ ठीक है. Thank you.
Yes sir.
Excuse me,
हाँ.
sir. Sir, in the previous slide, you told that mass is also a form of energy. So, can you please explain it again why it is a form of energy?
So mass also contains, so mass half mv square. In some sense. नहीं रहा. Okay. Maybe ये करने पे आएगा. So mass half mv square. You might have known kinetic energy half mv square.
Yes, sir.
It is also some. It also possesses. Since this is a mass, it also possesses some energy. Since okay, maybe since this is having some velocity, so cumulatively, in some holistic sense, you can say that mass is also have some energy. Yeah, we'll see in later chapters also in detail. We are going to discuss. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Who asked this question?
Sir, Akash.
Okay, Akash. ठीक है. अच्छा, हम लोग before moving into next things, I want to talk about few because I want to know students how मतलब where you guys are lagging. Okay, so probably within 2 weeks or so we will take one quiz or something. So I get to know who are performing good, who are underperforming. So based on that, I can push those underperforming students better. And I also get to know who is not having any difficulty. Okay, so that is also a good idea to have a feedback step by step. Okay, मुझे भी अच्छा लगेगा कि कौन लोग जवाब दे रहे हैं, कौन नहीं दे पा रहे हैं, या नहीं दे रहे हैं तो क्या दिक्कत आ रही है. ठीक है. So maybe हम लोग 2 वीक के अंदर हम लोग एक छोटा सा क्विज लेंगे या काहूट पे ही ले लेंगे. We'll see. यहाँ here itself हम लोग ले लेंगे. So we'll see how you guys are in. ठीक है. Okay, so basically in this, I've already told that in this lecture, I am going to talk about several keywords, several buzz keywords, which we will be often encountering throughout the semester. So the next keyword is the system. So system is also a powerful keyword. So basically, system is what is a area or a region. Sorry, इसमें मिटा नहीं सकते हैं शायद. Region of interest. That's all. So it is defined as what we are looking, what we are interested in. So all those things that we are interested in are called सिस्टम. सो जैसे हमारा पिस्टन सिलेंडर जैसे मैंने बताया, इसमें वी आर इंटरेस्टेड व्हाट इज द बिहेवियर ऑफ दीज गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स व्हेन आई कंप्रेस इट और व्हेन आई हीट इट फ्रॉम बिलो, whether it will expand or it will lose some heat energy outside to the environment if it is not insulated. So basically this particular enclosure is called system. Okay, whatever the thing we are interested in, that we call it is system, and it is purely based on the human who is taking care of choosing the system. It's purely your choice of taking which part you want to take it as a system. I can take the whole thing as a system, this gas plus the piston, or gas plus piston plus this यहाँ पे एक मोमबत्ती लगा हुआ है, वो उसको हीट कर रहा है, उसको भी हम चाहें तो सिस्टम में ले सकते हैं. इट्स प्योरली बेस्ड ऑन मी. मैं आके ले लेता हूँ, मैं सिस्टम अंदर केवल गैस को ले लेता हूँ. आकाश आया, वो बोला नहीं सर मुझे मोमबत्ती भी अच्छा लग रहा है, मैं इसको भी सिस्टम लूंगा. फाइन, फेयर इनफ, यू कैन टेक दिस सिस्टम एज वेल. ओके. तीसरा आदमी आया, अद्वैत आया, वो बोला कि सर मुझे पिस्टन भी रखना है सिस्टम में. फाइन, यू कैन डू दैट. But the problem here is, unless until you choose the system in a particular advantageous manner, your calculations will you will have a ease. You will have to look for the ease. मुझे कौन सा सिस्टम रखना है कि मेरे कैलकुलेशंस इजी हो जाएंगे, ठीक है. If I take this candle also here as a system, I have to take care of this mass, इसका क्या interaction हो रहा है, everything. But when I take my system as a gas only, I have to just focus on my gas or my fluid inside it. That's it. I don't care about what's happening, who is giving me heat, who is taking away my work. I don't care. So it's all about ease and it's all about choice. Okay. So whatever reason you have chosen is called the system, and whatever the things you have excluded, everything comes under surroundings. Okay. So यहाँ पे जो मैंने जो गैसियस एलिमेंट लिया, वो अगर मेरा सिस्टम है, इसको छोड़ के जो भी चीज बाहर में, इन्वायरमेंट है, कैंडल है, पिस्टन है, एवरीथिंग कम्स इन सराउंडिंग. ओके. योर whole universe except this gas turns out to be surrounding. So basically surrounding is a thermodynamic keyword that we will be using whatever we will not choose as a system. Okay. And the third keyword is the boundary. So whatever the imaginary line I have chosen or imaginary volume I have chosen for the system is being separated by surrounding with this boundary. Okay, this is your boundary. And boundaries, so boundary has unique features. It has no thickness. Ideally it has no thickness, it has no mass. ये कोई मास कैरी नहीं करेगा, कोई थिकनेस नहीं होगा, ये जस्ट एक वर्चुअल एलिमेंट होगा जो जस्ट उसको एक पार्टीशन कर रहा है सिस्टम को सराउंडिंग से. अग्री?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, now let's come to the type of systems. So there are basically three types of systems. Okay. So one system is called isolated. So what I suggest you guys take a note also, meanwhile, on your copies. Are you guys doing that?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes, thank you.
Yes,
Please
sir.
do that because it will be
sir.
advantageous. So notes ऐसा चीज है, वो बाद में आप खुद ही देखेंगे तो आपको ज्यादा समझ में आएगा. मेरा नोट्स देखने पे आपको ज्यादा समझ में नहीं आएगा क्योंकि यू आर द सोल ओनर एंड आप लोग समझ के जो लिख रहे होंगे, एंड वो बेहतर चीज होती है. आपको नोट्स आपका खुद समझ में ज्यादा आएगा अगर कल को आप देखेंगे तो. सो इट्स बेटर, इट्स माय एडवाइस, इट्स माय सजेशन दैट you take a copy and pen and you start writing also meanwhile. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Types of system. First type is isolated system, and another is closed, and another is open system. Okay, so what is my isolated system? So let me draw it here. So isolated system is where there is no exchange of either mass or energy. There is neither mass nor energy is moving out or in, taking in place to the system. So that system is called isolated system. So if you take a very insulated, very tightly insulated beaker or a jar, and you keep a gas or some fluid inside it. So since this is isolated, so there is no interaction of heat, there is no interaction of mass. So this type of system is called isolated system. Okay, second sort of system is called closed system, and this is depicted over here. You can see there is no mass exchange between system and surrounding, but yes, there is some sort of energy transfer from system to surrounding or surrounding to system. So this sort of system is called closed system. So why I am telling this, classifying these things, because these are crucial for deciding the thermodynamic systems, and then you can evaluate its properties, its behaviors. Okay. And the last thing is open system, where you have let's suppose you have a turbine, or you have a compressor. Okay. Or you have a nozzle. Okay, you have a pipe, diverging pipe, or through which mass is inflowing, inputting into it, and some mass is flowing out. So not only mass, the heat or some sort of heat is also coming in and coming out. Okay, so some examples are turbines, compressors, nozzles. Okay, we'll try to be in bit details in later sections. Okay, so just keep in mind, इसमें mass और heat दोनों surrounding से exchange हो सकते हैं. Okay, some examples of closed system is again piston cylinder बोल सकते हैं. उसमें mass बाहर नहीं जा रहा है. तुम्हारा ऑटोमोबाइल जो इंजन्स होते हैं उसमें मास बाहर नहीं जा रहा होता है. Okay, but in some sense we'll talk about it later, but let's see. Some piston cylinder arrangement है यहाँ पे, तो मास बाहर नहीं जा रहा, but only energy is being exchanged here. Okay, so the next thing is control. Yeah, this is also a bigger thing, control volume or control mass. So we'll talk about now. So what is my control volume and why it is important? So let's suppose you want to, so in this particular nozzle, you want to see the behavior of fluid as a whole, what's happening, what is the exchange of energy, what is the exchange of mass happening. So how you are going to analyze this nozzle, because at every moment mass is coming in, every moment this heat is coming in, coming out. So the best way is to draw or to virtually tell that, okay, I'll make a imaginary surface or a volume. If it is 2D, imaginary surface. If it is 3D, imaginary volume I will take, and I'll tell that this is my control volume. Now I will, so this basically this is essential for examining or this is essential for identifying your system. Okay, in this particular case, your system is not conserved in the sense things are coming in and coming out. So you need to analyze things by in some static sense. So what you will do, you will focus on certain region only. Okay, and मैं क्या करूँगा, इसको मैं घेर दूंगा किसी बाउंड्री से और मैं बोलूँगा कि ये मेरा कंट्रोल वॉल्यूम है. ठीक है, इसके बाहर क्या हो रहा है मुझे नहीं पता, इसके इधर बाहर क्या हो रहा है मुझे नहीं पता. जो भी चीज़ अंदर आ रहा है, और तब मैं एनालाइज करना शुरू करूँगा. अगर वो अंदर आ गया है तो, बाहर चला गया मैं उसको छोड़ दूंगा. ठीक है, सो एक तरह का एक क्या कर सकते हैं, बोल सकते हैं एक कैमरा लगा हुआ है, वो ऑलवेज लुक कर रहा है इसी पोर्शन को. डजंट मैटर व्हाट्स कमिंग इन एंड व्हाट्स कमिंग आउट. ठीक है, वो उस पोर्शन पे ही फोकस कर रहा है और देख रहा है बार बार उस पोर्शन में क्या हो रहा है. एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड माई कंट्रोल वॉल्यूम. Okay, and it eases your computation or analyzing the system. If your system is open system, even then, यहाँ पे closed system is your simple system. You can relate that this closed system is your just simple system what you have chosen your interest. Okay, but open system में आपको स्पेशली बताना पड़ेगा कि ये मेरा रीजन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है और वो फिर कंट्रोल वॉल्यूम कहला जाता है. ठीक है, अच्छा, क्लोज सिस्टम में जो कंट्रोल वॉल्यूम है वो उसी को कंट्रोल मास भी बोलते हैं, बिकॉज मास मेरा कंट्रोल्ड है. ठीक है, बट हियर माय कंट्रोल मास इज नॉट फिक्स्ड, योर मास इज बीइंग पुल्ड आउट. ओके, सो कंट्रोल मास is another. It's kind of philosophy. Control mass is kind of philosophy. Control volume and control mass is like philosophy. कंट्रोल वॉल्यूम आपने फिक्स कर दिया, बट कंट्रोल मास यू कैन नॉट, आप मुट्ठी में आप फ्लूइड नहीं ले सकते हैं, ठीक है. व्हेन यू आर एनालाइजिंग द थिंग विथ कंट्रोल मास, यू हैव टू कैरी दैट फ्लूइड. ओके, मेरे को एक एग्जांपल देने दीजिए कंट्रोल मास का. लेट्स सपोज यू हैव अ बलून, यू इन्फ्लेटेड दिस बलून. ओके, इस बलून को आप इन्फ्लेट करके आप छोड़ देते हैं यहाँ पर से, तो ये बलून क्या होगा, ये भागने लगेगा इधर उधर, ठीक है. अभी इस सिस्टम को एनालाइज करने में मुझे बहुत दिक्कत आएगा अगर मैं कंट्रोल वॉल्यूम अप्रोच में जाऊं. मैं यहाँ क्या करूँगा, मैं कंट्रोल मास करके मैं एनालाइज करूँगा जो भी गैस यहाँ पे था अंदर और जो गैस बाहर आया है. इस हाँ, टेल मी. आई एम नॉट एबल टू हियर यू. हु इज दिस?
So she's telling to talk in English. She can't understand.
Oh, sure. I'm sorry. So, okay. Okay. So far you have understood, because very few statements I have told in Hindi. Okay, fine. So what I will do, I will take an example of balloon, inflated balloon. So why I am so since control volume will be fair enough to analyze the system for closed systems and isolated system and open systems as well. But in some open systems, it is advantageous to use control mass approach, since the example is like this. If we have inflated balloon and we just left it out by leaving, in order to leave the gases outside. So in this approach, it is advantageous that you take the gases inside it, and whatever the gases that has came out, you take the whole system as a control mass, and then we will see in the subsequent lectures that it is advantageous in some examples. Not all examples are quickly solved by control volume approach. Okay, few examples we need to take help of control mass. We need to restrict the mass, we will to fix the mass, we will to pinpoint those masses, and we have to grab it and we have to analyze that. Okay, but in some sense, like turbines and compressor and nozzles, it is advantageous that you devise, you make a imaginary surface or a imaginary volume, a fixed region, so that you will analyze the system in that manner. Okay, any doubt so far?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. And जिनको हिंदी में नहीं समझ में आ रहा था उनको कोई डाउट? Sorry, those who is not able to understand in Hindi, any doubt? Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now let's come to few other keywords. So what is the time now? Okay, it's time now. I think we have to wrap it out. So maybe I will take one more class to elaborate a few other keywords. So in this particular class, we have started with the basics of thermodynamics. We have talked about what forms of energy we have and what is energy, and brief history. And we have appreciated who has devised it. Few researchers who has first came up with this idea, and few applications we have talked about. And we have also talked about the heat work and the mass. These are some form of energy, and we have also talked about we are going to deal with the classical thing on macro scale, not micro scale. We are not going to do in micromanagement here. We are going to focus on micro scale systems only in this due course. And we also talked about first law and second law. The first law talks about the quantity, and the second law not only quantity but the quality also. That should govern your process, where the heat will flow from where to where. And we also talked about systems. We have now we can now analyze the system. We know how the system, we can choose the system from our ease and surroundings, boundaries. We have also talked about the types of systems, and we also have an idea of control volume approach and control mass approach, and we'll take up some few examples, few numericals to get a feel of. We will be more comfortable if we take some examples in due course. Okay, so yeah, that's all from today. Tomorrow lecture, I will talk about the properties of system, continuum approach, state of the system, what is state, equilibrium, state postulate. That is, those are very essential part to analyze the thermodynamic systems, processes, cycles, and so on. So yes. So any doubt so far?
Hello, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Before leaving, let me take one more attendance.
Hello.
Sir, I got disconnected some 5 minutes ago, so I was not able to.
ठीक है, मैंने अभी ले लिया.
Control volume, no sir, that control volume part.
हाँ. So देखिए, आपका आइसोलेटेड सिस्टम और क्लोज सिस्टम में जो सिस्टम जो हम लेंगे अपने ईज का, वो कंट्रोल वॉल्यूम ही होता है. जो सिस्टम होता है, फ्लूइड एलिमेंट होता है, जो हम चूज करते हैं, जहाँ पे मुझे एनालाइज करना है, दैट इज माय कंट्रोल वॉल्यूम. एक इमेजिनरी बाउंड्री मैं चूज करता हूँ कि इसके अंदर वट एवर थिंग इज इनसाइड, I'll keep this thing as my area of interest. That is my control volume. Okay, and control volume also. Okay, I missed this thing. Control volume boundary can be movable also. Your piston, if it is pushing your boundary, it can push also. Your control volume boundaries can be pushed, or it is movable. Okay. And control mass में हम क्या करेंगे? Let's suppose you have a balloon. Okay, balloon. When I am analyzing the system, that is in some sense. Okay, not always. In some examples we'll carry forward in later sections. When I'm inflating a balloon और उसको फिर छोड़ रहे हैं, the balloon is going somewhere and I want to analyze the balloon, then we have to